Welcome back to more Lord of the Rings Online. The last episode was a very exciting one. We rescued Bori from the dungeons of Dol Guldur, and we learned some of the backstory about the evils here in Mirkwood. We found out that Sauron, when he returned to Middle-earth after his initial destruction, he did so in the guise of a necromancer that set up shop here in Mirkwood. And Mithrandir was the one to uncover that plot. Mithrandir, also known as Gandalf, of course. You should know that by now if you've been watching this series. But we found a secret way into the fortress of Dol Guldur, and we are ready to make an assault.
There will be no better time than this to assault the tower of the Nazgûl.
There will be no better time than this to assault the tower of the Nazgul, Kippen. Lord Celeborn has determined that we cannot withstand the counterattack should all the armies of Dol Guldur move on us at once. This will be our final offensive. We will divide our forces and lead a concentrated attack upon the tower. The main force of the Golden Host will assault the front entrance, clearing the way for a second group of adventurers, a kinship of great nobility and notoriety, to assault the tower. Meanwhile, you and your allies will enter the fortress by a secret way used by Mithrandir and engage in a skirmish within the tower. The enemy will be in disarray, not knowing on what front to do battle, and we will have the day. So the battle in the tower skirmish, let's go ahead and pull that up. The battle, where is it? Battle in the tower, there we go.
The time has come for the last assault upon the fortress of Dol Guldur. The fighting begins, even as a smaller force enters the citadel in secret, prepared to face their final foe.
So there's Bori. I cannot believe our good fortune, Kippen. The secret passage, Thuremin, has brought us up through the very foundations of Dol Guldur. You must aid the Golden Host as they do battle throughout the tower. I will find Ziggelberg and meet you up with it later. Alright, so he's going that way, and so am I. I like how he ran right past this orc. Alright, let me push on through here. I guess first things first, I have to come over here. How many enemies? Let me go ahead and ambush that one. The entrance hall has been cleared. The banner may be claimed for the free peoples. Alright. The gate is open for the audience chamber. The battle rages on. Our foes will fall before us like wheat stalks at harvest time. It's a very colorful analogy. Alright, so we got a counter assault coming in. Let's see about bringing everybody in. Dang it, I was trying to... I am going to die. I refuse to die. I can't really run because he's a ranged unit. Fight on, Kippen. I will make certain our foes fear Lacagnil and Ignacigil. Alright. I promise I won't die to skirmish, guys. I'm gonna have to be more careful. That was a close call already. But for now, I am still alive, and that's all that matters. See some dots up here. me see if there's anything here. I want to make sure I'm clearing everything. This is where I came from. Never mind. I'm being stupid. Waiting for my health to regenerate a little bit. I said I'm not gonna die, so I'm gonna have to play this careful. I can't just bum rush everything like I've been doing. Can't just Leroy it anymore. It's not gonna work. Let me see about maybe weeding these guys down. There's that guy. I'll ambush him. I can't. It's on cooldown. I'll just go for it. Dang it. The audience chamber has been cleared and the banner may be claimed for the free peoples. Sweet. Gears grind to the east gate to the lower mustering hall. Let us come and meet their ending. Let them come and meet their ending. Let's wait for this counterattack here. Look at that big boy. My goodness. See about putting some bleeds on this guy. Alright, he is dead. I will hold this place. You must advance further into the tower. Alright, let's go. Let's go to the lower mustering hall. Man, that guy has a lot of HP. Alright, let me be careful here. Don't want to pull too many things and die. Although I'll probably just have to go and clear the room, honestly. Encounter. This room contains several weapon racks that might be worth searching. Look at that bad boy. Have to be careful with him. Let me go ahead and ambush that Zealot of Pain. And look at my archer just hanging out. He's just going for a walk in the woods, guys. He doesn't care. My god. Look at this blood fountain. Should we take a bath in the blood? Oh, we can't. I tried. This weapon rack contains nothing of interest. This weapon rack contains nothing of interest. This weapon rack contains nothing of interest. Maybe I should kill this guy before I search that final weapon rack, just in case something pops out at me. There you go. Lower mustering hall has been claimed. Muduk comes screaming from the room. Mine, mine, get away. I knew something was gonna pop up. Let me blast him. There we go, got some nice beefy heals. Sweet. That was a nice encounter battle. Did that pretty well. You have claimed the lower mustering halls. Gears grind to the south as the gate to the upper mustering halls open. Let them come. I like how all the members of the Hidden Company are part of this skirmish. Got another counterattack incoming. With another lieutenant and everything. Oh no, bad lag. Very bad lag. I'm sorry about this, guys. Onward, friends, you must continue the fight. Alright. So looks like right above where I was. In the room below, Blord enters the tower and roars. So actually, let me go down here and see what happens. It said the room below, so it felt kind of weird going up. There he is. It. You get some nice heals going. Let me put some more bleeds on him. Sweet. He falls to my mighty blow. Let me return where I was going to the upper mustering halls. There we go. Done with that guy. blow this one up. I guess I'll just clear this room. Yeah, might as well bring that one in. And that one. Let's do it. Shouldn't have done it. These are all ranged. I can't AoE them down. Let me see about grabbing this guy. There you go, that works. Oh, he's gonna raise him up and return him to battle. Great. That's fine. Quickly destroy this vengeful spirit. Have claimed here the upper mustering halls though, so let's go ahead and pull the flag. Sweet. We got a counterattack coming in. The way to the armory is open. See a few people coming in. Looks like they're coming from this side. Ah, didn't see that other guy coming in from the other side. Wow, and I am level 72. Or 73. Sweet. Nice. Getting close to 75. I can't wait for 75 because then I can finally get a new legendary weapon. Let me decline this anniversary and Hobnanigan stuff. There you go. Getting ready to repel the next attack. And now everything is a level lower than it should be. Works for me though. Make life a little bit easier. The attack is going well. Continue onward and seize victory for the Golden Host. It would be kind of funny though if I don't get credit for the epic storyline for doing this skirmish if I don't complete it on level. That would be kind of sad. Declare the skirmish null and void just because I leveled up while doing it. Let me head up to the armory. And look at that, Mazog is here. We have got Mazog, unshackled and unchained. Can you believe this? Well, let's go see him. What is this? Is this some trick? You cannot have been such a fool to come here. I feared I would need to hunt you down, but you have saved me the trouble. You caused me such trouble while you were alive. My kingdom stolen by dwarves. To be shackled and brought to this prison of nightmares, here to be jailed alongside dirty dwarves. Mazog. But my imprisonment did not last long. There are still orcs in this tower who respect the name of Mazog, ruler of caves. I swore to end you, Mazog, and I will see it done. It is not to be, lowly dwarf. I came to this chamber for a reason. With this axe of mithril, not even the ruler of this tower can keep Mazog a prisoner. But first you will die. So it looks like he has gotten Ziggelberg and is trying to use it on us. I don't think that will work though. He is running away as always. You have not won, Kippen. The orcs of Moria will avenge my death. Hear me, Broin, and let your courage seep away. Wherever your people catch a glint of gold or silver or gems beneath the mountains, there will be an orc to slay him, every one. That is my vow. That is the word of Mazog. I too have taken an oath, Mazog. See it now fulfilled. How dramatic is that? Awesome. The armory has been cleared, and the banner may be claimed for the free peoples. Sweet. So Mazog is finally dead, guys. How long have we been stalking this guy? Ever since the Mines of Moria, and he has finally come to an end. So much grief he has caused us. It is done. Mazog is defeated, and Ziggelberg returned. Mazog has fallen and Ziggelberg has returned. It is a good day to be a dwarf. Let us head back and celebrate with some ale.
The battle may be over, but some stories have not had their endings.
We have had victory, Kippen. At least so much victory as we had a right to expect. We cannot hold this fortress, and it may not be long before the enemy strikes back at us with such force as it will take to push us back across the river. Lothlorien will be attacked, that much is certain. But this is a victory if we had delayed that attack even by a single day. My heart tells me we have, and by keeping the eyes of the enemy drawn on the doorstep of the fortress of the Nazgûl, we have done what Lord Celeborn and Lady Galadriel wished us to do. The battle may be over for now, but some stories have not yet had their endings. That is the way of life, is it not? It has been my pleasure to fight alongside you, Kippen, in this campaign. May your story go on and on.
The assault of the Golden Host on Dol Guldur has achieved what Lord Celeborn sought: to delay the forces of the enemy from mounting their attack upon Lothlorien. And yet, not all stories are ended, and there is more to tell of the elves than dwarves.
Alright. So pretty epic there. We've got all sorts of deeds being completed. Completing the Mines of Moria. Fortress of the Nazgul is complete. Man. And a new deed bestowed. So once you finish this part of the epic storyline, you get this epilogue. So even though the main part of the epic storyline here in Mirkwood is finished, you can do a bunch of quests. Looks like a total of 12. That kind of tie up some of the loose ends here in Mirkwood, so I'll definitely be working through some of that. When
next you return to the 21st Hall, Vori desired that you visit him there.
The Golden Host has accomplished what it set out to do, Kippen. We have delayed an attack by the forces of Dol Guldur, kept their attention focused on the doorstep of the fortress, and proven stronger friendship with the dwarves of the Iron Garrison. We wait now for the next stroke to come, and we must stand against it the best we may. The dwarves Broin and Bori have returned to Moria bearing the mithril axe Ziggelberg. When next you return to the 21st Hall, Bori desired that you visit him in the Chamber of the Leadership. He wishes to discuss the final fate of the mithril axe. Alright, so I'm only at about 25-26 minutes, so let me try to tie up that loose end. We'll go to the 21st Hall here. Let me pull up my mounts, that way I can get a goat ready. Alright, to the Chamber of Leadership. Man, it feels like so long ago that I was here in Moria. It feels kind of weird to be back.
Thank you for coming back to Khazad-dûm, my friend.
Thank you for coming back here to Khazad-dûm, my friend. It was a long journey for Broin and me, and we spoke at length concerning the mithril axe. It has brought us little misery, and my cousin convinced me that it could still do great harm in the future if wielded. Truth be told, I did not need much convincing. I have seen firsthand the recklessness the axe stirs in the hearts of those who wield it. My stay in the dungeons of Dol Guldur speak loudly of this point. Our fathers initially resisted, but have now grudgingly assented to our plan. The dwarves cannot retain possession of Ziggelberg. Speak to me again and we will make this a reality. So let me see if I can do this instance real quick.
We will go together to see Broin and do what must be done.
Are you ready to witness the sealing of Ziggelberg, Kippen? The sooner it is done, the better it will be for the Iron Garrison. I believe, as does Broin.
The dwarves Bori and Broin have arrived at a momentous decision to return the mithril axe Ziggelberg to the place where it was found, never to be wielded by friend or foe again.
We have certainly come a long way since I enlisted your aid for the Iron Garrison, have we not, Kippen? Who can say they expected you to be of such help to us? I must admit I did not. We dwarves of the Iron Garrison are gathering to witness the sealing of the mithril axe in the very depths of Gon-Garaf. I'm sure all will wish to speak with you as we make our way to Broin. Take your time, Kippen. I know many dwarves will wish to speak with you on your way. Am I going this way? No? Man, this is a pretty big vault. Very good, my friend. I am glad you have come. I know it is important to Broin that you be here. I remember still you took it upon yourself to slay the Carabine that sought to spy on the Iron Garrison at our encampment outside the Holland Gate. Who knows what evils you forestalled that day, Kippen? Those filthy birds would report no news of our doing to their mysterious master, thanks to you. And thanks to the dwarf who asked you to do it as well. I cannot remember now to what use we put those talons, but I'm sure it was to a good one. Am I going down here next? So this is kind of like a trip down memory lane quest, it looks like. My dwarves have been called upon today to collapse the passage leading to Gon-Garaf once the mithril axe has been left within. It is strange to me to be covering up the passage rather than uncovering it. Indeed, you helped my dwarves unearth the doors of Durin at the west gate, did you not? We have had much hardship since then, but look now at the glory of the Iron Garrison. The true work has only just begun. I will take several lifetimes of the dwarves to restore the majesty of Khazad-dûm. I have not seen you since you passed into Moria, Kippen. How has the legendary weapon I gave you from the relics unearthed in Eregion served? Hundi's brow furrows with disappointment at your answer. You replaced it? Oh, I see. Well, that is sometimes the way of weapons, is it not? Even so, it was my pleasure to start you on your path discovering truly legendary items. Watch your step, Kippen. The footing here is treacherous. Swaina thinks for a moment and then laughs. Who am I to tell you what is treacherous? We first met when I boldly charged into the deepest reaches of the Silvertine Lodes to challenge a nest of goblins in combat. I could have handled myself admirably and was about to do so, but your intervention was still appreciated. But I'd do it again. Goblins beware. Guess I went towards a dead end. My bad. Look, Willie, if it isn't our counterpart, Kippen. You must remember Kippen, but Willie and I launched in diversionary strike on the guarded junction while you and Bori faced off against Ashpar and Stasnak. It was not an easy thing keeping orcs from returning while you were still within their camp, but we managed it. We performed enough great feats that day to keep dozen beards busy for a fortnight, didn't we, Willie? Willie, he's the guy with the weird voice, if you remember from last season. That we did, Stilling. Not last season. The season before last, all the way back in Moria. Think they're done talking here? As you can see, we managed to hold out against the orcs, Kippen. Thorgnir and I kept the supplies flowing to each of the Iron Garrison outposts within Khazad-dûm. You were a big part of our success in keeping the lines of supply flowing, Kippen, and we thank you for it. Thorgnir and I are both at your service, and your families. Guess I'll go this way, maybe? I can't see. There's a dwarf right there. Man, look at that glass eye. That is creepy. Careful, Kippen, the water here is rapid. My cousin Spore is still on duty, scouting the approaches of the Chamber of the Crossroads. But I know that Spore appreciated your help chasing down orc spies before the Great Battle. It was well done, Kippen, and it has been a pleasure working to reclaim the halls of Khazad-dûm with such a staunch ally as you. Watch your feet, the water here is swift. It's a pretty epic quest, remembering all my adventures in Moria with all these fine dwarves. You are almost at Gungaroth, Kippen. I did not think it would be this far, but Melmar here assures me that it is close. Are you certain, Melmar? Aye, you're almost there. I know these flooded deeps, you see. Did I not find the very bottom of the well, Thalfi? Guess they're still talking. You did, and I give you credit for walking rather than falling. I think now they're done. There we go. Look at us, Kippen. Did you ever think we would be in this place, about to leave a weapon of such power buried behind great stone walls never to be used? Is this the right course of action? Well, that is for Bozy and Broger and their sons to decide. We do our duties as they are assigned to us, and we must trust that they know best. Did you doubt me when I sent you to salvage usable weapons from all around Khazad-dûm? It was for good cause, was it not? Aye, it was, for the very survival of the Iron Garrison. These tunnels will not be used by dwarves following this day. What tales will spring up among our younger kin concerning our actions here, I wonder? Already I have told my boy of great skill with which he dispatched goblin runners in the flooded deeps for me, Kippen. He is amazed at the number. Though, to be truthful, I have forgotten how many it was. 50? 100? Who can remember? I have come to witness the sealing away of Ziggelberg myself, Kippen, and few of my dwarfs could bear to come with me. The mithril axe was forged in the heart of fire during a time long past, and for it to no longer be wielded seems a great shame to me. I understand that the axe has brought grief to the dwarves of the Iron Garrison, but as a forge master and a dwarf in whom burns the fire of craftwork, the moon above the mountains will set today upon a different world. It will be a lesser world that does not have Ziggelberg in it. I knew you would not miss this moment, Kippen, hobbit that you are. It seems that adventure follows you wherever you pass. The feats of heroism were committed in the depths of Buzungar and in Rashdurinol are still a wonder to me, and it will be until the end of my days, I am sure. The tales of which we have been a part of will echo in the cavern heights of even the grandest ale hall of Khazad-dûm. Sing the song of Ovar Bellhammer and Kippen the Hobbits, they will say. Which song will be the reply? Alright, that was it on his part. Looks like I'm ready to talk to Bozy. Welcome back to Khazad-dûm, Kippen. For the great service you have done my family and for rescuing my son from the dungeons of Dol Guldur, you will always have a home here if you want it. I know Broger is not pleased with the idea of leaving Ziggelberg in the depths of Gan-Garoth untouched, but the Mithril Axe has brought us little grief. I agree with my son and my nephew on this. Better for Ziggelberg never to have been found, I say. Do you intend to go along with the foolish decision of my son and nephew to leave Ziggelberg here in the depths? This is a mistake, Kippen. I am certain any misfortune brought upon us by the Mithril Axe would have befallen us without it. Why abandon such a weapon? Surely we will have need of it again. Can you say we will not? To abandon such a weapon seems to be the height of foolishness to me, Kippen. Alright, I think he's done talking. Thank you for coming here for us, Kippen. Broin is just ahead with Ziggelberg. It is for the best. The Mithril Axe should have remained unused from now on, left for all the ages of the world in the watery chamber where it was found. Broin is just ahead, Kippen. If you remember, this is where we found it. Watcher in the water had kidnapped our dwarf friend here, and Ziggelberg remained within. Very beautiful chamber. I like those golden dwarves here on the side. If you remember, a skeleton over there. This is the last time I will stand within the walls of Gan-Garoth, Kippen. I remember when I crawled, dripping and scared, out of the pool and lay my eyes upon this flooded chamber. Were it not for Ziggelberg clutched in the hand of the dwarf Oin, friend of my grandfather, I could not have kept this terrible beast of the pool at bay. It is time to return the Mithril Axe to the place where I found it. Oin, of course, a very important dwarf from the Hobbit. It was one of the 13 dwarfs. I borrowed Ziggelberg for long enough. I return it now to your keeping, Master Oin. Quite a poetic end for the axe. May you keep it safe through the long years. Climb the rubble out of this chamber and tell Bori it is done, Kippen. Try to climb all this pile of rock here. Man, that is pretty epic. That is screenshot worthy. All the dwarves that we helped back in Moria, all here congregated for one final goodbye. So it is done then. It is good to know that Ziggelberg will trouble the dwarves no more. Are you ready, Broin? I am. Seal the passage. Trying to get a good view here. Sealed for good. That is the end of it. Very well. There let it lie until the end of days. That was a very cool quest. I really enjoyed that one. Let us return to the 21st Hall. We have done what we set out to do, Kippen. We have made the difficult choice, but the right one.
It is for the best, my friend.
I must thank you again, Kippen. Abandoning such a precious and valuable weapon is not an easy thing, even for dwarves for whom it was brought such grief. But it is for the best. Desire to possess items of beauty and value has often led my people down the path of misfortune. With your help, Broy and I have the chance to turn aside from that path before it was too late.
You must slay Gorothul and end his menace.
Ziggelberg now rests in the depths with Oin as its keeper, but the cause of our hurt remains. Gorothul, sorcerer of Dol Guldur, still lives, and so long as he does, he endangers the peace of Moria and Lothlorien. Gather a fellowship of allies and set forth for Samathgul, his chamber in the fortress of Dol Guldur. Slay Gorothul and end his menace, Kippen. We will not be free of his threat until the sorcerer is defeated. So that is going to be a fellowship quest, I believe. It might be an instance as well, if I'm not mistaken. So for right now, I hope you guys enjoyed this longer episode. Lots of great things happened. The end of Mazog, a reunion of all the dwarves, the resealing of Ziggelberg. Lots of story here. I hope you guys enjoyed. In the next episode, I'll meet you back in Mirkwood as we'll tie up some other loose ends. So thanks for watching. See you next time.